It's time to put on our finest clothes, dressy clothes, because it is, of course, time to hand out some awards.
Yay!
Yes, welcome to the 11th annual Seasonal Anime Checkup Game of the Year Awards.
Yay!
Video games are here. They're here again. They didn't leave. They made it through another year. Will that continue? Who knows? But for now, they made it through 2025. And now we get to celebrate the video games that impacted our lives the most in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, welcome to this week's episode of the Seasonal Anime Checkup OVA. It's a podcast where we have conversations about video games, anime, and manga. Hello, I'm Jared, joined as always by Doc, Allie, and Lady.
Hello.
This is episode number 469. Nice.
Nice.
And it is the 2025 Game of the Year Awards.
Woo!
So yes, we do these every year. If you're new here, welcome. If you are a returning person, welcome on back.
Hi.
And if you've forgotten, or if you don't know, here's what we do. Of course, we give out some supplemental awards first. We got 7 of those to give out. Each of us have 7 awards.
Mm-hmm.
After that, we will induct a new video game into the Seasonal Anime Checkup OVA Hall of Fame, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, we dive into the top 10s.
Wow.
The video games. So yes, of course, it is time to start with our supplemental awards.
Mm-hmm.
We of course have some similar ones here and there.
See, here and there.
We also got some individual ones that we'll be giving out, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Al, do you have a preference of where we should start with our supplemental awards?
Um. Why don't we start with a banger of Best Jared and Al co-op?
Oh, yes, of course. The award that we give out for the game that we played cooperatively, and it was our favorite cooperative game of the year. There was quite a few
There were a
different
few.
places we could have gone with this one.
Mm-hmm. I went with one in particular because, well, I have thoughts. I'll share them
All
when
right.
we give it.
Well, I, of course, my best Jared and Al co-op game of the year, and it's not going to be much of a surprise,
Mm-hmm.
as it is now technically for the 3rd year in a row.
Woo!
Power Wash Simulator 2.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Although previously it's been Power Wash Simulator, and now
Yes,
it's the
but
second one.
still power washing.
I went with a different one.
Okay.
I went with Split Fiction.
Again, also a very good choice. That game was very fun. It had a lot of neat technical stuff that it did throughout the game and everything. The story was fun. We got to
troll each other.
We got to be trolling. We got to be pigs that turned into hot dogs. All the
Yeah.
classics.
I just thought it did a really, really cool use of like co-op that, that team's really good at that.
Yes.
And so I wanted to give them a little nod for having fun, and especially like that like screen splitting bit at the end. Like that was so cool.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yay, Split Fiction.
Congratulations.
Where you want to go?
Let's go old game of the year.
Okay.
Al, tell me your old game of the year.
I went with one that I technically started last year, but finished this year. That you're aware of what it is.
Uh-huh.
Which is Fantasian Neo Dimension.
Mm-hmm.
Because I never actually got to finish this game when it first came out, because the difficulty spike on the Apple TV version was insane. And also playing it on the Apple TV was not fun. But getting to experience like the full game again and getting to see all the beautiful environments and, enjoy it all the way through to its fullest. I was very, very happy. And with voice acting. That was cool too. Um, yeah. What a good RPG this is.
Very good. And I think also like just like the way they kind of did some adjustments from that original version to this
Oh
console
yeah.
version
Yeah.
also was a big help in terms of just making it much more playable than that mobile version was, which was just very tough. Um, yeah, again, that's a good choice. It's also a game that kind of would have got lost in the shuffle last year because it came out like at the end of the year.
The very end.
So hard to really include that in any list or anything unless you just like power through that, and obviously neither of us did that. So
Mhm.
um yeah, that's a good shout. I went in a very different direction. This was
Okay.
actually maybe the hardest supplemental award for me to pick because I had a lot of good options to choose from
Hmm.
of stuff that I really enjoyed playing throughout the year, and that was like all very different from each other.
Hmm.
But ultimately I went with a game called NASCAR Racing 2003 season.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, we talked about this a little bit ago and everything, but yeah, this game is just like I said, it's a game from my childhood, and just being able to come back and play it now and like have it obviously run really well. You can do so much to this game, and I think that's one of the big things that really helps it is that it's just infinitely moddable
Hmm.
in terms of it's like, you can have cars from the full history of NASCAR from the 50s all the way up to the modern day. You can have as many tracks as you want, including like classic versions of tracks, updated versions of the tracks that are in the game, modern versions of the tracks, and they all look very different from each other. You can have tracks that were never ever going to be intended for this game, or just like, fantasy tracks and all this sort of stuff, all sorts of stuff. You can even have cars that like aren't suited for this game at all, like non-stock cars, or you can just throw into this game and be like, "Yep, it works. All right." um, and yeah, I think it was just one of those things where it's like it was kind of a perfect storm of like, I haven't played a NASCAR game in a while, and finding out that this was just like out there and available, and you have to do a little bit of setup to make it work on a modern system and everything, but like once you do that, you can make it look really, really nice, especially for a game from 20 years ago, which is pretty wild. And it still runs really well. It's probably the best sim racing NASCAR game they've ever made, which is saying something since it is, again, a 20-year-old video game.
Yeah, that's
um,
wild.
and it's just still really fun. And I've been going back and, playing it a lot over the last couple of months and everything, and just having a great time with it, each time I boot it up. Eat
Hell yeah.
fun. Yeah.
Eat fun.
Eat fun. All right. Well, where do you want to go next?
I think we both have best moment.
We do have best moment.
All right. Am I going first? You going first?
I'll go first.
You go first. Hit me.
This is a game that you could definitely pick quite a few moments from.
Okay.
But I picked one because of just how absurd it was, and it was just one of those things that when we both watched it,
Mm-hmm.
neither of us would have seen it coming.
Mm-hmm.
And it also did a little usurping of another series
Okay.
as well. My best moment of 2025 was the Charlie dance sequence from Death Stranding 2.
Okay.
Again, it's just a very absurd and ridiculous moment that you do not see coming, and
Mm-hmm.
it's also it is included in a like a sequence that is also kind of absurd as it already is, and then
Mm-hmm.
it just gets weirder and weirder until you get to this part. And you're just like, all right, sure, and then there's more reveals after that. And you're just like, all right, sure, and it's very good. And it was just again, they put out a Somnium game this year,
Mm-hmm.
and this was the better dance number
Yep.
than that game had. So
Yep.
it was definitely a tough choice between this and I think there's the moment where you are uh like tailing behind Heartman and the ship. And
Mm-hmm.
there's that moment where where Sam is like climbing up some stairs, and instead of poking his head up to look, he just he holds Dollman up to look instead. So again, another very good moment in that game. But yeah, this was my best moment.
Um, so my best moment's actually also from Death Stranding too.
Yay!
And it is Norman Reedus being so awkward with the raindrops keep falling on my head part where they're singing and he walks in and he's trying to finish it and they're all just like, what the hell?
Again, another very good moment.
It's so funny. And when I was coming up with best moment, I was like, what's the moment in this year that sticks out to me the most? And it was that for some reason.
Completely understandable.
It was between that and the Doll Man dance, and
Oh, the Dollman dance is also very good.
right. And I was just like, Jared's gonna lose his mind that I'm actually putting something with Death Stranding 2 on
No,
here.
it makes sense. It makes sense. There was definitely quite a few moments in that game where we were both just like, what is happening? This is ridiculous. And again, I will say, they made Norman Reedus play to his strengths here of being just the weirdest human being possible.
And so awkward about everything.
And it worked so well.
It worked great. It worked great. It worked great. There are lots of things I could say about Death Stranding too, but one of those things is going to be that this moment was so funny and the fact that I still think about it. And like we've even referenced it like relatively recently.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, it's got to be that. It's got to be that one.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Oh, yes. Good moments indeed.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I think that's everything that we have shared.
I think so, yes. We
Unless-
have one
unless-
that probably is similar, but I could be wrong on
Yeah,
that.
unless there's something else that pops up here, then we'll be like, oh, okay, well, let's pivot to this.
Okay.
Where do you want to go next?
Am I picking? I thought you were picking.
Did I pick last? I don't remember if I picked last.
No, I picked last. You picked
Did you?
this time.
I don't remember.
Because I did Jared and Al, and then you did old game, and then I did best
Okay.
moment.
Well, to be fair, on my list, those are flip-flopped. Old game and co-op are flip-flopped, so it kind of confused me.
Whoopsie doopsie, sorry.
No, it's fair. I'm going to go with best HoloLive fan game.
Oh, hell yeah. All right.
And I'm going to give that to Chrono Gear Warden of Time, which was a retro-inspired 2D platformer based off of the HoloLive Promise English group. You got to play as Crony, and the game itself was very fun. Really tight controls and everything. Really good movement options throughout the game that like you could really string together some really fun bits to just make you zoom around these like levels and everything. All the different worlds were really well done and fit in with each individual girl and everything. The story itself was a lot of fun. A lot of good fan service throughout there as well, especially like, you get to see the members that have graduated come back and be in this game and get to interact with all those characters and have all those interactions, and it's really fun and everything. And also just an incredible soundtrack all throughout of just like new original songs and just like remixes of HoloLive songs that fit the aesthetic and everything. And it's a really fun time. Like definitely I think up there in terms of like you could make the argument for like this is the best fan game that has come out of all of those that have come out so far. So yeah, what do you have there, friendo?
Let's go with best Otome game.
Oh yes, of course.
Yes. I went with one Bustafellas 2.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that was easily the best Otome game this year.
Not necessarily the greatest year for Otome, but
No.
Bustafellas was there.
It was there and it was good. There were some routes in there that I was like, all right, this is awesome. And I had some fun times hanging out with those boys again. Got to go back in other people's bodies. Got to see some corrupt politicians do some things. And it was just really fun to have the whole like found family again of that group. And I really love that series. So I was happy to get another one in that. So Bustafellas 2. 2.
Yippee.
Yippee.
All right, well, I have next best anime game.
I have one that I'm interested to see if we have a similar answer.
Okay.
and I titled it "Sequel to a Game That We Actually Really Needed."
I think we're gonna have the same answer here.
I had a feeling.
Hmm.
I had a
Uh,
feeling.
of course, this goes to Love Live Nijigasaki High School Idol Club Tokimeki Roadmap to Future.
Yes, it sure
Because,
does.
wow, it is so wild again that they made a sequel to a gacha game that died.
Yeah.
It's very weird. But again, it was very neat that we got to see like this or these versions of these characters again, considering you cannot play All Stars at all. Those that whole thing's done, and get a little bit of a continuation of like those stories and everything, which is again different from the anime and all that sort of stuff. So, it was a fun thing. Like I think it was an interesting way to go about it, of course, because like you just go around and like hang out with people on certain days and get like specific stories and all that sort of stuff, and then depending on who you hung out with, you would get a character story and all that jazz. But I just had a good time hanging out with these All Stars versions of the Nijigasaki gals and seeing what they were getting up to and all that jazz.
And it was so nostalgic to have like the backgrounds and the
Yes,
music and the sprites
100%.
and everything. I was just like, oh, I miss you, All Stars.
Mm-hmm.
But we really needed, I don't want to say closure. That's not the right word for it, but it kind of feels like I needed closure to All Stars.
Yeah, because the ending for that game, they didn't really get to make one because the
They
game got
killed it for,
the game got shut down before they could really do much of anything to wrap things up. And this really kind of felt like the proper send off that the game really needed.
yeah, that's exactly how I feel about it. So,
Mhm.
thus, sequel to a game that we actually really needed.
Yes.
Uh,
Um.
Me next.
Sure.
I have best fishing.
Well, let's reel this one in.
Da-ba-da-bing. I picked a goofy ass game for this one because I had so much fun playing it with you, and I want to play it more with you. And that's Gone Fishing. That like kind of weird, spooky, like everybody looks really bizarre.
Yep.
Also, like sometimes I would get attacked by like weird bat boy type
You were
things.
the only one getting
I was the
attacked.
only one
I'm
getting
just like
attacked.
la 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 fishing.
And you were just like fishing, and occasionally there'd be like a weird man that would run up, and I'm just like, ah, and you're like, fishing. But it was such a weird game.
Mm-hmm.
I love that we could just like go to bed with like a fish in our hand. Um,
Fishing with a human body.
Such a goofy thing, but like the fishing was actually pretty competent as well.
Yeah.
Um, but this was also a way of getting around like being a Jared and Al co-op game technically, but mainly what made this so much fun was playing with you.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be as fun if it was just me playing it
No, because you would have
solo.
been terrified the whole time.
Correct. So like you were my buffer to make it fun.
That's what I'm here for.
Yay! Best fishing, gone fishing.
Yay. Well, of course, I have next. Maybe the most important category here, of course, best horse.
Oh, best horse.
Best horse.
Best horse.
Got a lot to choose from. I mean, Musume came out. A
Uh-huh.
lot of horses in that.
Uh-huh.
But there was one horse that just stood head and shoulders above the rest.
Is it the horse I'm thinking of?
It is, of course, the Dynasty Warriors 9 horse.
Yes, with the best GPS.
Yes.
That was the category I almost put was best horse with the best GPS.
I
But
mean, this was an award that I snuck in there. I replaced something else and was like, "Oh, this is very dumb. I need to do this. I need to celebrate the dumbest and best horse of the year."
so I replaced this with the next category that I'll give you, but and you'll understand why once I give it to you. But I'm glad that the best horse of the year gets some recognition. Because my God, that horse was so funny. It's so bad. It's just like going all kinds of weird places, and it's just, I guess this is where we're going now.
It has a mind
Sure.
of its own.
It really, really does. Its GPS is wonky as heck.
That's the
And it's like,
Dynasty
hey,
Warriors 9 experience.
you want to go in the river? Let's go.
You want to take a turn, but you're just going to go in a circle like 5 times?
You want to climb a mountain? Let's go. God,
You
it
want
was so
to
funny.
fall off a tiny bridge?
Into a ravine that you can't get out of.
Yep. What a horse.
What a horse. Best
What a season,
horse.
what a season.
Hmm.
All right, what do you got next?
All right, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
My last category is best enemies that I loved yelling nicknames at when they scared me.
Okay, yeah.
And that
Lady
lady
legs.
legs speed. And that of course goes to Silent Hill F.
Perfect. No notes.
That's what I replaced the horse one with. Was best enemies I loved yelling nicknames at when
That's
they
pretty
scared me.
good. Yeah.
Because I Silent Hill F almost made my list.
Mm-hmm.
But it barely missed it. But I wanted to give it some kudos because it was a really good game.
Yeah.
And I figured this was the best way to do it, but in a funny way. So that was
Lady.
lady giving you a razzle dazzle. What you got?
My final supplemental award goes, of course, to Best Secret Fourth Zero Escape Game,
Ah, okay. Yes.
which was, of course, No Sleep for Kaname Date from I, the Somnium Files.
Yay.
Yeah, so, like, again, like, when we talked about this, I did not watch, like, a lot of the pre-release stuff of this. Like, I think we watched, like, the announced trailer, and that was kind of it. So I was not really that aware that, like, oh, this is actually just a zero escape game. So, like,
Yep.
the first time you get to that puzzle and then the words "seek a way out" come out, I was like, this is amazing. This is
And the
great.
sound effects
And
are
the
all the
sound
same.
effects are the same. I was like, oh, okay, great.
Yep.
Great.
It's like your team was obviously a fan of the Zero Escape games, and they're just like, "Hey, can we make another Zero Escape, but with Date?" And Uchikoji's like, "Yes,
Yeah, why not?
have fun."
Have fun. So yeah, there's that.
Yeah, that's fair. We might talk about that one a little bit more,
Sure.
in a bit, but
In a bit.
in a bit.
Well, now of course it's time to give a distinguished honor
Yes,
and induct
drum roll.
a new entry into the Seasonal Anime Checkup Hall of Fame.
That's my drum roll.
Of course, if you would like to remember the previous inductees,
Mm-hmm.
the 2024 inductee Persona 4 Dancing All Night,
Good game, good game.
the 2023 inductee Love Live School Idol Festival,
Good game, good game.
the 2022 inductee Resident Evil 6,
Oh, hell yeah. Good game, good game.
the 2021 inductee Final Fantasy X-2,
Hell yeah, good game, good game.
and the 2020 inductee
Mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy Mystic Quest.
Hell yeah, good game, good game.
I think that's all of them.
Yeah, I think so.
That is. Okay. So what will we induct here in 2025?
Another good game.
Another good game, of course. It is The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past.
Ooh, one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah, I think it's interesting for me because, like, I've done a full playthrough of just the original Link to the Past, like, once, I think. And most of my time playing this game is, like, just playing randomizer with you, which is just a ton of fun.
It's so fun.
Just doing all the stuff, getting to learn that game more and more, racing against you, finally getting my first win against you. Yeah.
Finally. I was so proud of you.
It.
I was so proud of you.
But it's always just a fun time to just, like, goof around in that game and hang out with you while doing it, and just hearing the weird noises that each of us make and just trying to, like, discern, like, is that good or bad? Or what have you found over there?
What route did you take?
What did you do?
One of the funniest things about this game is that when I was in Tennessee recently for events, I was in my hotel room and I decided to play Link to the Past because what else are you gonna do? My hometown sucks. And so I was playing through it, and I finally got to Misery Mire, like the Dark World Swamp temple. And I'm like, I don't think I've actually played through this temple in years because I've done randomizers for so long.
And you never
That-
have to go there.
And I never have to go there because I always finished it before then. And so it's like doing that one and doing Turtle Rock. I'm like, oh God, I have to actually like remember how to do these.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because it's not something that I ever really think about. And then the same thing happened to me with the Ice Palace, my nemesis, my ultra nemesis. I forgot to pick up a pot key. Because I was just like, oh, I normally just go in and find like some of the chests and then skedaddle because I don't like to spend time in there if I don't have to. Um, but replaying it, I was like, all right, well, these are still fun. These are interesting, but it is wild that I haven't actually like played through those later dungeons in a long time because of randomizers.
Yep.
But man, randomizers are fun, and this game's so good,
Mm-hmm.
so good.
It was interesting watching you play Ocarina of Time randomizer recently,
Hmm
and like you can tell, like obviously, like there's the similarities between the two, obviously,
hmm
and the through lineness of them and all that. But like, it's Link to the Past. The randomizer is just something else.
It's really special.
Yeah.
I think it's super special.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try the Ocarina of Time one where it's different than the one that I did.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do that while I'm on break, but I don't know. There's just something really, really good about A Link to the Past ones.
It's very good.
Good game, good
Good
game,
game.
good game.
Congratulations.
Woo!
A game, obviously doesn't get that much recognition, so congratulations for this one.
Yeah. Well, especially compared to Ocarina of Time, people tend to forget
Blah,
this
blah,
one.
blah, blah.
And as you are well aware, my first tattoo is related to this game.
That's true.
Got it when I was
Mm-hmm,
18.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
I'm no longer 18.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. All right, well now it is time
Time for the lists.
to get into
Meat and potatoes.
the meat and potatoes of Game of the Year,
Woo!
the list.
The list.
Our top 10 video games of 2025. Owl's got 10, I've got 10.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about these video games.
Mm-hmm.
Which one of us wants to start?
I can go.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
okay. We'll get to that eventually too.
Number 10.
Number 10. I have Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
Well, we'll be talking about that here in a little bit later, so.
Okay, so that's my number 10. We'll
Yes.
talk about it in depth a little bit later. What is your number 10?
My number 10, Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time.
Ooh, tell me about it.
This is the new Fantasy Life game. It kind of like, it's definitely, feels like a game that kind of just came and went a little bit, but Fantasy Life, the first Fantasy Life was like my favorite game of 2014 when it came out, I believe, or at least one of them. And they basically kind of just made that again with some new stories, some new jobs and everything. You got to hear some really weird Uematsu songs when you completed a job, which was very funny. And it was just, the fun, satisfying gameplay loop that I was hoping this game would have from the original game. So they basically made another one of those, and it was still very good. And I'm just over here just like, yeah, that's basically all I wanted.
It has fishing, right?
It does have fishing.
So I need to get it at some point.
Let me go around fish. Let me go around cut some trees. Let me go around fight some dudes, explore some caves,
Ooh.
craft some stuff, build a town up. All that fun jazz.
Yay.
Number 9.
Give me your number 9.
Uma Musume Pretty Derby.
Oh, horses. Other horses.
Not Dynasty Warriors 9 horses, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I've obviously definitely known about the Uma Musume series, considering the circles I run in, and I guess that we both run in. So like this was not like something that was like new or shocking when it came out. It was kind of one of those things like, oh, it's finally getting a localized release. That's neat, because it had been out in Japan for quite a while by this point. I think it's like been out for like 5 years or something.
Oh wow.
Um, so yeah, it was just one of those things that I knew about and all that, but like I think it was the interesting thing about this game was seeing it blow up in a way that no one would have anticipated in terms of just like everyone was playing this game at some point, and it was just like,
Everybody.
huh?
Like I would log on to Twitch and it was just like everybody on my bar was playing it and I'm like, "Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right."
It's interesting because like this isn't a game that really does anything like revolutionary or anything new or if any of that jazz. Like it is basically taking from like the idle management sims of old, and then just kind of combining that with really well done sports presentation, and that's kind of what you get here with this mobile game. And again, like I think it's really it does a lot of things really well. Like the presentation is probably like some of the best things about this game because like if you go and watch like how Japan films horse racing,
Mm-hmm.
it's just the game. They just basically did a 1-to-1 of how they film horse racing and just like put it in the game. So it's a realistic depiction of that, which is again surprising from an anime gotcha game. And a lot of that stuff again is just really well done in terms of like how it handles just like, you know, getting you involved in terms of like rooting for your horse and everything, and just like making it feel like a big deal for each individual race and all of that sort of stuff. It's a really well done sports game. It's a really well done management game.
The music's
Um,
cute.
the music's fun. Yeah, it's a really fun time. Tell me you're
Nice.
9.
Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Okay.
Okay. I love destroying stuff, turns out.
I mean, that's not surprising.
I once I like booted this game up and it was like, hey, you can destroy all the things as Donkey Kong. I was like, oh no. Oh, this is gonna be a
Okay.
problem. And I basically just like annihilated the entire first level of like everything that was destroyable. I was like, oh, this is satisfying. This is a satisfying gameplay loop. Um, I really ended up liking the new Donkey Kong design. I thought it was cute.
Hmm.
I like that I could dress him up in stupid outfits. Um, I think that the Pauline edition was a neat thing that she sings and can help you like turn into your transformations and you can do cool stuff like be a big man and beat up all the things. Um, and the levels were really cute and unique and fun. It went on a little bit too long, I will say that, but the game itself was really, really fun. Also, was not expecting the twist at the end, which I think I've already mentioned. But the twist was exciting and fun, and I was just like, "Oh my God, it's you! What are you doing here?" Um,
It's it's Lanky Kong.
no, it's
It's
not like
Chunky Kong. He's back from the dead.
okay, but to be fair, Lanky Kong is in an advertisement in New Donk City in this game.
Chunky is dead still.
He's still dead. Yeah. They tried to they tried to tell us that he wasn't dead by putting him in the Mario movie, but like we know the truth. That's an imposter.
Chunky is dead.
Chunky's dead. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. I thought it was a good use of my Switch 2 that I have now because of this. Um I haven't played any of the other Switch 2 unique games, but Bonanza was good. I'm glad that I got it for that.
Yippee. All right, what's your number 8?
No Sleep for Kaname Date from I, the Somnium Files,
Nahone.
aka the
Zero
new
Escape
Zero
4.
Escape 4. Um, you had to know that this would be on my list somewhere.
Sure.
Because as big of a fan of Zero Escape as I am, and then like also being a big fan of I, the Somnium Files, like this game was it was so, so good. I enjoyed a lot of the character dynamics that we got in it. I loved the escape rooms. I thought they were super, super fun. Obviously it doesn't have as many of the like big mind-blowing twists that you would get from a normal Zero Escape or a normal Eye of the Somnium Files. And like the musical number was kind of flat, which is unfortunate.
Hmm.
But I just had such a good time playing this game. And like I still think about the like planetarium observatory escape room and how fun I found that one.
Hmm.
But yeah, I really like this game.
Okay.
What's your number eight?
Love Live, Nijigasaki High School Idol Club, Tokameki Roadmap to Future.
Hey, that's a good game.
That's a good game.
It's a good game.
Yeah, like we obviously talked about this a little bit earlier, but still wild that they made a sequel to All Stars, and yeah, just had a really good time. I love the DG gals.
Hmm.
Um, I enjoy these versions of these characters as well,
Hmm.
and just getting to see them back was a whole lot of fun, and really got to enjoy that. And like I said earlier, give a proper farewell to All Stars that it just never really got, or just
I never got.
or
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 I was gonna say beautiful and nostalgic. I guess it is kind of weird to say nostalgic for a game that's not that old, but like it kind of was.
yeah.
Good game, good game.
Good game. All right. Here's my number 7,
Hit me.
which is appropriately has 7 in the title.
Oh.
Never 7, The End of Infinity.
Oh.
Speaking of Uchikoshi games.
Oh, I haven't played that one yet.
No, yeah, but this is they re-put out the first 2 games he really truly worked on,
Hmm.
or that had the Uchikoshi juice in them.
Right.
I played the PSP version because apparently the re-releases aren't that great, but you can find the other versions of them out there.
Hmm.
And this was a lot of fun. It was interesting to see Uchikoshi in a different environment of like a quasi dating sim type of game. So it was interesting to like kind of figure out exactly how this was all going to become Uchikoshi like, and then you start seeing the sci-fi elements pop in, and then there's a point where there's just a conversation about Schrodinger's cat, and you're like,
Yep.
yes,
Yes, this is what I came here for.
Uchikoshi, I see you.
This is what I'm here for.
I see. So yeah, it was interesting, and I thought the storytelling was really good. It had a lot of those like kind of Uchikoshi moments that you would expect from him, and like that he would kind of work on and perfect further on down the line with the Zero Escape and Somnium games and all that sort of stuff. And of course, it led to the rise of Boy, which of course we're all glad that he's in our hearts.
Yay! In our hearts and minds.
Yes.
Good.
All right. What's your number 7?
One Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak 2.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Is it on your list at all?
No.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, again, as we talked about it when that game came out, that is the first mid Trails game, so
It is, and it's probably like the lowest Trails game that I've had on any of these lists, period. I still had a good time with it. I still think it had some good moments, some good character interactions. The fishing was good.
it did have fishing.
It did have fishing, which was awesome. I needed that. I was going to give this one the fishing award, but I thought the other one was more appropriate.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is not as good as many of the other Trails games, but I still had fun with it, and I'm excited to see what happens after this.
Yeah.
And more time with one Aaron Way is a good time.
That's true.
Yeah, and also, you got some crazy moments with shoot, Shizuna?
Yes.
Yes. Which she's unhinged.
Mm-hmm.
So getting to learn more about her and how unhinged she is was fun too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Number
hit me with
6.
your number 6.
Hey, you ready for another Trails game?
Yes.
Trails of the Sky, first chapter.
All right. Well, we'll talk about that a little bit later on.
Okay, hit me with your number 6.
Silent Hilf.
Woof.
Hilf. Silent Hill.
Lady.
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 Legs. Speedy. Yeah. Again, we talked about this a little bit ago. This was my first Silent Hill game, and it was an interesting way to experience this series for the first time. The setting was really nice and fun. I like a good period piece. Uncovering the true nature of the story throughout all the endings was really fun to figure out and learn about and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, it was a fun time, especially having you just yell out "lady" and "legs" and all that sort of stuff every now and then. The
I'm just
UFO
trying not to be
ending,
scared.
you were very scared a lot of the time. And I'm just like,
Uh-huh.
the UFO ending's really fun and dumb.
Yeah, it is. It's so
Really
fun.
good. Yeah, just some really good times. Well, it's a good game. Maybe not necessarily the greatest of times for all the characters throughout,
No,
but
no. You also get a big monster arm. That's pretty
did
cool.
you get a big monster arm? And like we said, I think Hinako's performance throughout is just really really well done.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
really helps build that game up and even more so.
Hmm. Yeah, it was a really good game.
Yeah, Silent Hill,
Lady,
lady.
lady. It's gonna come up forever.
All right, well, here's my number 5.
Tell me.
It's a game we have already mentioned. Now we can finally
Okay.
talk about it. It's a game called Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
Oh, number 5.
Number 5. Yeah, again, this was a fun game. Really goofy to see Majima as a pirate and him dealing with all of the weirdness that came through this game with his amnesia and everything and trying to figure out who he was and all of that. Both the fighting styles were really fun and different from each other in terms of like the regular Majima fighting style and the pirate version of that and all, and how that differed from combat to combat and all that sort of stuff. The ship combat was fine. It was fun to kind of just roam around those open seas listening to just random Sega music on your playlist.
With your like unhinged looking ship that you've designed.
Unhinged ship, your unhinged crew. Just a whole lot of weird stuff throughout.
Get some good interactions with Saejima.
Good interaction with Saejima. Samoa Joe's fun in it. Yeah, it was just a fun time. It was another good little spin-off game in the series, similar to how Gaiden was. And leaves some interesting questions for how the series is going to progress.
It does. I agree with that. I was expecting a few more like emotional gut punches based off of how Gaiden went, that we didn't really get, but I am very intrigued on how things are going to go based off how this ends.
Yes.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch you play this. I enjoyed it quite a lot.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, give me your number 5.
Split Fiction.
Nahone.
Yeah. We've already talked about it a bit, but this game was so fun, and like the technical aspects of it were beautifully done. I enjoyed both of the characters. I enjoyed the like splits between going sci-fi and fantasy and getting to learn more about our gals as we went along and getting to troll each other.
It's always fun.
It's always fun. But I really do enjoy playing these games with you.
Yeah, same.
And so I was excited to get another one. So Split Fiction, number 5.
All right, what's your number 4?
It's a little game called Once Upon a Katamari.
Katamari.
Katamari. Hey, you like to roll things?
I love to roll around at the speed of sound.
Mm-hmm. Obviously I was playing this during like a pretty intense moment in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And so I may have like clung to it quite a lot, as like an emotional crutch, which is totally fine, I think.
Yeah, that's fair.
But these games are just so goofy and like silly
Goofy.
and goofy. That's probably the best goofy voice I've ever done. Um, it was also fun that you can create your own cousin, so you made like a really, really crazy looking cousin for me.
Yeah, as I do.
As you do. Yeah. If there's ever a character creator in it, you will make the most unhinged looking thing that you can. And you did in this instance, and I was very happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, it's a Katamari game. You roll up things, and this one just has time travel, and that's fun. What's your number four?
I was like, whose turn is it? It's my turn. Power Wash Simulator 2.
Oh, we'll talk about that soon.
All right. Well, I guess we'll move into my number 3 that we also might be talking about a little bit soon.
Okay.
A game with threes in the title.
Uh-huh.
Clair Obscure Expedition 33.
Hey, that's my number three as
All right, well,
well.
we can talk about it here.
Yay!
Hey, this game's been a hot topic recently.
Yeah, it has.
It won a bunch of awards. It got some awards stripped from it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely been interesting to see the conversations about this game, not only recently, but throughout the entirety of the year, I think.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Um,
it's definitely been it's changed some conversations about like the game industry, which is kind of wild that like
yeah.
one game could like have such an impact like that. But um it was also just a good game.
Yeah. Good game. The story was a lot of fun. I thought I guess the subtle change to turn-based mechanics was an interesting idea. In
Hmm.
terms of like, you had to incorporate dodging or parrying into your defense. It wasn't
Hmm.
just like, oh, you're just gonna get hit and that's kind of just it type
Yeah,
deal.
yeah.
And then how that kind of bleeds into your strategies of using specific attacks and all that sort of stuff was really fun. Made a lot of the battles a lot more strategic in a way that
Yes.
sometimes turn-based games can kind of not be per se.
Hmm.
A lot of good performances throughout it as well.
Oh yeah.
Um, very,
Obviously, Jennifer English and Ben Starr.
very French.
We
The
the baguette costumes,
baguette costumes are very good.
very good.
Um,
Get to fight some mimes.
you do get to fight some mimes.
Get to only up.
You do get to only up as well. It's true. uh,
And obviously, like, you know, there's some big twists in this game that I think were pretty well done.
yeah,
And also, SK exists.
SK's really good. I think the interesting thing about this game is just like it's intriguing in a way to see like so many people come to this game in a way that they don't necessarily gravitate towards like JRPGs in the same way, which is
Yeah,
interesting.
it is interesting.
Hmm.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
regardless of all that, and the other controversies regarding their Gen AI use and everything, um, this was a fun game.
Yeah, it has like one of the rawest openings I've ever seen in a game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, once I got to that point, I was like, oh, oh, I'm in.
Oh, this is what we're
Okay.
doing.
All right, this is where we're going. Oh, all right. Also just appreciate the fact that it had like a good price point,
Yeah,
which was kind of wild when games are $80 now.
games are affordable.
Yeah, I was like, "Whoa, this is a good price for this game." But yeah, I had been excited the first time we ever saw a trailer for this, and I ended up really, 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 really enjoying it.
Hmm.
And yeah, also the music is fantastic,
Very good.
so good.
All right. Well, give me your number 2.
Power Wash Simulator 2.
Yay!
Yay!
We love
Hey,
Power Wash.
we love to power wash. We
We
love to
love to
pet
Power
kitties.
Wash. We love to pet the kitties.
It's Power Wash Simulator, but more of it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it
Co-op
played
campaign.
finally co-op campaign. We were able to actually progress together.
That's such a game changer.
Yay! It's such a game changer. It was brilliant. Like I had such a fun time playing this game with you. And like the levels were really creative and fun. I really enjoyed like the like carnival looking one.
Mm-hmm.
With like the like shooting game
Yeah,
in
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That one was a lot
That
of
was like
fun.
actually it worked.
Yeah, it did. It was great.
Yeah.
And there were like new gimmicks with like some of the levels would like open up more things as you go
Mm-hmm.
along. That was really cool. There were new methods of power washing. So there was the swing that kept stealing us.
Yes.
They had
The scissor
the
lift,
scissor lift, and they had your new favorite tool, the little
the scrubber.
circular. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but
The
yeah,
goat.
as much as we loved Power Wash Simulator, I was so thrilled that Power Wash Simulator 2 was just more of the same, but like still awesome.
But improved upon, essentially.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, like again, co-op progression, like shared progression is, if nothing else, like the biggest game changer of Power Wash Simulator. And
Yep.
like, thank God for it.
Mm-hmm.
Super excited for DLC. Super excited to play more of this with you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What's your
Yeah.
number two?
This is a game called The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky First Chapter.
Ooh, I had that on my list too.
Yeah, this is again. When we talked about this before, we mentioned this. This is my first time playing through this game fully.
Mm-hmm.
I played a little bit of the original version, the PC version, but like it did not work that well on my laptop, so
Yeah.
I wasn't really able to give it a shot. But now with this remake and everything, it being made on the Daybreak engine, it was much easier to give it a shot, and it's a fun time. It's definitely a game that if you are used to the pacing of, I guess, modern Trails games.
Yeah.
It's definitely not that, but again, you have to also kind of put it into context. Like this is the very first
The
game
very
in the
first
series,
one.
so there's no stakes yet.
Yeah.
But it was interesting, kind of like see how they navigate that in terms of like this being a very slow build, really focusing in on the relationship between Estelle and Joshua, and then
Mm-hmm.
like their friends that they meet along the way and all that sort of stuff. And then once you get to the ending, where it's just like, here's the reveals that happen. Here's the first time we're gonna name drop the big bads of the series.
Yep.
Um, here's where we're going to set in motion the events that are going to put the entire series into motion through from now until the modern day, essentially. So it was
Yep.
very interesting to see all that. And of course,
And of course,
I mean, it let you have the best costumes available, and you could make some really good moments with those big mascot costumes.
I thought you were gonna bring up like Olivier or something like
No,
that.
to be fair, best costumes was originally a supplemental award for me, but then I was like, I could just talk about it here.
Yeah.
Those outfits were very good. But yes, Olivier is also really fun.
Yeah, Matt Mercer was,
He's a little gremlin.
he's always great as Olivier and Oliver, whichever character you want to consider him at that moment. Um, but because he's like a playable character and he's more in like the party, you're able to see more of like that gremlin energy that Olivier has.
Mm-hmm.
As I loved it. I loved how he was able to do that. Like the peace and love part was just chef's kiss. Beautiful, beautiful. Um, but I also really appreciated that they were able to like translate some of the goofiness of the original games. Like they would still have like the swirly eyes,
Yeah.
and like the shocked faces and things like that that I was worried that they were going to get rid of because of the shift to 3D, but they didn't. So it still had a lot of the same charm as it originally did, and I am so excited that we're getting second chapter next year, and so excited for you to get more time with one Kevin Graham,
That's right, my boy.
my boy Kevin. And for you to see where this goes. I mean, you obviously know a bit of it, but like
Yeah.
seeing how it all plays out is so fun.
Yeah. I am. I'm like you said. I'm very excited for 2 as well. I think our only hope for the second chapter is that they fix the weird voice direction stuff that's in this game.
Oh yeah.
Um,
That's unfortunate that like Jin is mispronounced and liberal is mispronounced.
yeah. But outside of that, like this was a fun time, and getting to play through this for the first time, it was like, okay, yeah, I completely see why this first trio of games is so well regarded. And
Yeah,
like
you get it now, right?
we're not even into like the game that everyone
Which is second chapter.
really regards in terms of this trilogy. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, even just this first one, I'm just like, okay, yeah, this makes, yeah. I mean, look, all these Trails games are pretty good.
Pretty good.
So, and it was just interesting to go back to the origins of it, just see how everything's kind of how everything is different from there to how it is, now.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. Well, we have one game left, each of us.
One game left.
Un game.
Un game. Mine is not going to surprise you at all.
I'm so surprised. Oh, okay, yeah. I had to think for a second, and I was like, oh, right.
You know it hasn't come up yet on here.
I had to think for a second. I was like, what hasn't come up? Oh, duh.
And you know how much time I spent on it.
It's true. It's true.
And you know how I've harassed you to play it.
Mm-hmm.
My number one is Dynasty Warriors Origins.
Louis Bouis.
Louis Bouis. My God, this game. Dynasty Warriors were so back. We're so back. This game is incredible. Like the way that it goes through the different routes is so fun. The fact that it like really, really gets that energy of like 1 versus 1,000 is fantastic. You get to play as like the prettiest man, and everybody else is like inexplicably pretty for some reason. And like, all right, hell yeah. I don't know why you're all pretty, but let's go. And they all want to bone you. All of them. All of them want to bone you. Every single one of them. The first time that I got the Guan Yu line, I was like, whoa, whoa. And then like I started talking to other characters, I was like, oh, you're all like this.
It just keeps escalating.
It just keeps happening. And then Louis Bouis does his, and you're like, Jesus. And I get it. But like, I love Dynasty Warriors. I've loved Dynasty Warriors for a long, long time. Obviously, like, I didn't play 9 originally because I had heard really horrible things about it, which now I've played 9 and I get it.
Some of it's justified. Some of it, though.
Like the horse?
Like the horse.
The fishing.
Yes, and the fishing. Where all your boys just run into the water randomly.
And die. And then the bears push them to their death. But like mechanically, it functions so well. Like this is what I want from a Dynasty Warriors game. Like I haven't been as in love with a Dynasty Warriors game as I was since like Hyrule Warriors.
On the 3DS, right?
No. Absolutely not. And I mean, you got to experience me like yelling about like, oh my God, I'm going to the Battle of Chibi. I gotta see how it's gonna play out. And then like I did, and it was beautiful and fantastic, and it was so exciting. But yeah, I loved this game, and I'm thrilled that I get DLC for it soon, and I get to join some other factions and see what's gonna happen there. And I'm excited for them to potentially do more of the later like historical battles after this. And I'm glad that everybody's pretty and wants to bone. Why not?
It's true. I think going off what one thing you said, like it definitely feels like this is the first time the series has really managed to capture that feeling of just like there are so many dudes on screen. And they are everywhere and fighting, and like that's been the goal of the series, ever since they transitioned from fighting game to Muso, essentially.
Yes.
And now this definitely is the one where it's like, okay, yeah, this is exactly what you've all been kind of wanting to do this whole time, and here it is finally. And it's very immersive when you first see that, and you get into like a battle, and there's just like a bajillion dudes around you. You're like, yeah,
this is it. This is what they wanted. Like if you go back and watch the Dynasty Warriors 5 opening, and then you compare it to like the gameplay of Origins, you're like, this is what they've been wanting to do all along.
Mm-hmm.
They just finally now have the technology to do it.
Yeah.
And they did it well, which is great. I'm glad they did. It's awesome. It's really, really good.
Louis Bouis.
That was another thing. Is that some of they corrected some of the pronunciations of things, and hearing him called Louis Boo kind of threw me off. I was like, what? But apparently that is
They're
more
just very
accurate.
familiar with him.
You
This
know,
is Lou Boo, but to his friends he's Louie.
um, but yeah, so that's also genuinely pretty cool that they like tried to actually do better with some of the pronunciations. Like ooh is now pronounced ooh instead of woo. Um, like that kind of thing. It's you know, good for them. You got to play more of this game.
Yeah.
hmm What's your number one?
Well, my number one game of 2025.
Numero uno.
Numero uno. Hang on. I'm getting a call here.
Okay. All right.
Yes, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you want me to give a message to Al?
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, of course. The message is Pecco.
Oh, okay. Pecco.
My number one game of 2025. It's Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Uh, Look,
Pecco.
Pecco. Otsu Pecco. Come Pecco. I I like Death Stranding 1.
Yeah.
There's a lot of problems with it,
Yeah.
especially with the story and everything, but it was an interesting thing to see what Kojima was going to do in a post Metal Gear world. Um, I think with this game, he definitely fixed a lot of the issues with the first game, especially in terms of like the gameplay is just more well rounded. It's a lot more fun to play, to go around and do deliveries and all that sort of stuff. The story is more comprehensible, to say the least. There's more of a cohesive story here.
Yay.
And like we said earlier, it's filled with some just really good and dumb moments
It's
all
really good
throughout
stuff.
that are just so funny and well done.
Yeah.
Um,
Genuinely, I will give the game credit for that. It has some really, really good moments.
mhm. Kojima put Pecora in the game, and that's just funny. And
That's
then he
just
made
funny.
Norman Reedus record lines with regard to Pecora. That's very funny as well.
I love that that's how he uses his power.
Pecco.
That's so
Pecco.
funny. Pecco. Pecco.
Yeah, this was just a really fun game to play. Like, going around building roads throughout Australia. Uh, it's a ton of fun. That's what I wanted from this game. And they let me do that. Um,
Elle Fanning was really good in it.
Elle Fanning's really good in it. A lot of like I said, I think the story stuff there's a lot of story stuff that's pretty well done. There's obviously some parts that kind of miss the mark, like Italian Solid Snake and
Say not
most
Solid
of
Snake.
most of Troy Baker's stuff in the game. But there's
Ugh.
also a lot of stuff in there that's just really good, and like I think seeing the evolution of Sam's character was like really well done and very surprising in a way, because like you would not have expected Norman Reedus to bring more characterization to this character that was kind of just one note in the original game, and now
hmm
like he has obviously he's able to show emotion in this
hmm
game. He has all those very weird awkward moments that are just really endearing to his character. Like, it makes him feel more human in a way that the first game just did not know how to do. Um,
Genuinely, the raindrops moment that I
yeah.
mentioned earlier was one of those that you're just like, oh, okay, I get that. I've been through that.
And just like seeing him interact with like, the characters and everything, and some of the newer characters, and like how those relationships have evolved from the first game, or how they're changing, or how he's kind of like learning new relationships with these newer characters and everything. It was really fun and interesting to see like all of that play out through the course of the game. And yeah, there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of moments in this game that like I would constantly remember and just be like, wow, that was really stupid and good. That was really dumb and good. Uh,
Do you know how often I listen to that song that Doll Man dances to?
it's pretty good.
It's a really good
there's a couple
song.
pretty good songs on this soundtrack.
Yeah,
So yeah, I'm pretty sure I said it when we talked about it. This is probably Kojima's best work.
good for him.
And hey, again, surprising that he made a game where women were treated like dog and
Yeah.
like were actually all pretty cool. None of them were just made to be weird or looked at perv like or just like there for the sake of being there. It's like,
They were
nah,
all really competent and fun.
all really competent and fun and just like good job, man. It took you it took you 30 to 40 years, but you did it.
You
Good
did
job.
it. Woo! Yeah, I mean that's something that like I will genuinely give credit for. Like Rainey is an interesting character in the
Mm-hmm.
sense that like she is pregnant and like that is like tied to her abilities and everything. And so she's not like there's often like the trope that people lean into of like if you're gonna have like a cool, competent, badass character in a game, like they have to be like tough and dude like.
Mm-hmm.
And like no, she's an ultra feminine, extremely pregnant woman who has like this extremely cool ability and helps out a lot. And like that's genuinely, I will give credit for that. Like that's awesome. Also, you don't see many characters that are like pregnant and actually like doing stuff in
Yeah.
a game. So it's like, all right, rad. Um, except for like being like a damsel in distress type thing, and that's not what she is. So,
No.
yeah, and I will say, even though this is not on my list, I am interested to see if another game happens, and if it does, I will watch you play it.
Yeah. Same. Like there are definitely questions that come out of this game that I think are very interesting
Mm-hmm.
if a third game would be made. Obviously, he's not working on that we know of. He's working on two other things right now.
Yes.
Um, but there are options that they could do with a third game that would be very interesting and intriguing.
Yes.
That I would be very curious to see.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Mhm.
There's a lot in this game that I rolled my eyes on. And I was like, all right, this
Sure,
is like,
100%.
brother, why? But like, I also had a lot more fun watching this one than I did the first one, so I would say that too.
Yeah,
Um, I get it. I get why this is your number one.
yeah. Well, there you go.
That's our list.
That's Game of the Year.
Yep,
2025 is in the books. It's done. Wrap it
done and
up.
dusted. This is the only two lists you need.
Mm-hmm. No other lists are needed. This is the ultimate look at video games.
Mm-hmm. It's very true.
Mm-hmm. The most objective list out there. It's true. So yeah, now we
Uh,
have to look ahead to 2026.
yeah, there's some good stuff coming up.
Good stuff coming out. Good stuff coming up in just a month. Less than a
Yeah.
month.
Ooh, no kidding. There's so much coming out, and I have to teach a class, and I'm like, ah.
Ugh.
um, I guess worth mentioning, we'll both have write-ups on
Yes.
all this at some point.
Yes. Those will
So,
be up on both of our sites respectively.
mhm.
Links to those and this will be in all of that. So if you want to go to read and read what we wrote up, you can go there from the podcast page, or you can do it from the write up page to the podcast, or vice versa, and all that sort of stuff. Links will all be around.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's 2025. We did it. We made it through another year.
We did it.
It's very wild. This year just went by in a flash.
It's been a speedy and very hard year.
Yep, for sure.
Woof.
Now we move on to the new year.
God, I hope it's better.
So thank you all for tuning in and listening to us talk about good video games. And obviously this is the only list you'll need. So these are the games that you should have played, or you should play afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely true.
Absolutely true. But that's gonna do it for us this week and for 2025. So if you'd like more from us, head on over to seasonlanguagecheckup.com or ssc.cool, where you can find past episodes of this podcast and other podcasts like Jared Now Watch, and also find columns and reviews on the site as well, like this write-up. If you want more from Ann Ladium, go to annladium.com. She's got columns and reviews like this write-up.
Yay.
You can follow us on Twitter and TikTok, Anime Checkup. Follow us on Blue Sky at seasonlanguagecheckup.com. You can buy our books, One Shiny Moment, A Critical Analysis of Love, Life, Sunshine, Hot Tubs, and Pac-Man on Amazon.com. And you can support us on Patreon, patreon.com/SACOVA. Buy us a slice of pizza, get access to unedited versions of the podcast early. Our monthly exclusive Patreon podcast. That might have an episode out by the time this is up, or it might be very soon, because we have to get one out by the end of December. We still have to figure out what we're watching.
Yeah.
But it'll be holiday related, so you can watch something like that with us.
Yeah.
Listen to us talk about it.
Yeah.
You can listen to all the other previous episodes of that podcast and all the other bonus stuff up there on the Patreon as well.
Mm-hmm.
Next time, we will kick off 2026 with something.
I finished that Atome game,
You did finish that Atome game, so we could talk about that.
we could talk about Atome.
Or we'll figure out something else to talk about. Who knows?
Something will happen.
Something will happen.
Mm-hmm.